There I am. I hope I am visible and audible this time. And you wait for Tendai to join again. Yeah, she is there. You can't hear me. Oh, I wasn't. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Hey.
Oh, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you are much clearer now. Yeah.
All right, good.
Okay.
Not sure what was happening.
Yeah.
You see, I have a bootleg of your hairstyle. Did you know
Oh,
this?
yes, we got exactly Mohawk Day. Yeah.
Oh, you see, drama happening.
Yeah.
I'm thinning,
Mm.
but anyway.
Okay, so
Which part did you get up to?
we actually got up to no, just starting to really just to start to dissect what my life, my purpose is. What is it that is beyond the what people see that we want to that you want to you do that you live. What is it that you live by yourself? What are the main three tenets, let's say, that you say this is what I want to achieve, or at least how I want to live my life on a day to day?
Okay, there's one, which I recently coined. I want to be an expert at being myself.
Awesome. Wow.
Like, I'm tired. I'm tired of trying to be an expert health economist, expert mom, expert wife, expert. Like, let's just put it together. Just everything. I just want to be an expert at being who I am.
Yeah.
Not necessarily career, not necessarily everything else. Just me, true to myself.
Okay.
That's what I want to do for the remainder of my life.
No, I see that.
Or expert at being me. Yeah.
Yeah. What was stopping you before?
Oh, I don't know. Self-esteem issues. Yeah, just a lack of confidence and in pursuing the things I wanted to pursue about myself. And what is it? And just, as a woman, you transition from so many areas of your life. Sometimes you don't know when did I stop being who I was? Or,
But were you
because
that
when
person? Were you that person? Do you think you stopped?
that's the thing, I wasn't. I definitely wasn't, because I was even thinking as I was going through my head, like, oh my God, I'm a person who's loyal to girls. Ella, I'm a sisterhood chick. And then I said to myself, really though? If people 10 years, 20 years ago, would they say the same thing?
Oh.
Would they say like, no, because I was loyal.
Yeah.
I wanted loyalty, but didn't necessarily give it back.
Okay, I get it. I think we all. I mean, I hear that because I came from there too. I guess when you're younger, because everything has stages really. So I think in the being yourself, I am all for it because I'm so much in that place now where I want to not want to. I am being myself. I can see the difference in the self because I feel free. Yeah, I don't have this burden on my back of worrying about, okay, that never really ends. Your ego is always there trying to tell you you need to worry about what people think still. Yeah, you still need to think twice, which is true. But I really feel that self more and more every day now because every day when I go to bed at night, I feel I sleep. I have no unnecessary worries that are not worries, if I can put it that way. Because I can say what I want to, who I want to. And I think what is more so is I say less. I don't actually have to say anything to anyone. I don't have to answer that question. I don't have to fill a space, a silence. I literally can just listen to you talk and then choose whether or not to say something. And if I can't, I just say, oh, I don't know what to say. I don't have to explain myself here. And I get the loyalty thing.
Yeah.
I think the loyalty thing only really builds up with age when you actually start to remember all the people who you were disloyal to, yourself, all the girls you wronged, especially the girls, the guys really, yeah. But I mean, especially the girlfriends that you wronged. And
nothing against the guys,
yeah,
but the girls, man.
I think it's like you're hurting yourself. You know, it's like you are. I mean, for me, I've actually realized that I want to reach out to people, and I have been trying to do that. One or two people who I remember specifically not having gone the way I wanted the relationship to. And now I feel, you know what? It's never too late to just say hi. It really isn't. Yeah. So I'm doing more of that now, I must say, in trying to find and live my my most peaceful self. I'm actually reaching out to people that I would have not talked to in a long time, and it's not many, because it would just mean I stepped on too many toes. But
it's okay.
Yeah. I'm not one to burn bridges. I have friends I know who say, you know what, if it's over, it's over. But yeah, I believe in separation. If the relationship is done, the friendship is done, it's okay. Let it go. But there's no need to cut it off. I don't believe in cutting off things. I just believe somehow at some point you might meet again.
That's true. I have people who I have wronged, and I've tried to reach out, and then they burn the bridge. So I always wonder, like, how bad did I hurt you?
They burnt the bridge when you tried to reach out.
No, like I think they for their own health, they decided to burn the bridge.
Okay.
Ooh, we shouldn't really be talking about burning after so much, you know what I mean?
No, it's okay.
It's a sensitive word at the moment, but yeah. So I always play like, what else could I do? What else could I have done? I always used to play that. But now I'm becoming okay with not having everyone be concerned about me and allowing me to be concerned about them. Like, you know, like, it's okay. We don't have to exist we exist on earth, that's enough. We don't have to always exist in the same spaces. We don't have to pick up the phone, etc., to check on each other. But yeah, so I've learned to come to terms with that, and
be the bigger
now
person.
It's not about even being the bigger person. It's about just moving along. There's no weight to this thing. Like, I can say bigger person so that I can, you know, my ego can be like, I'm better. But really, you do what you do to respect your space.
Yeah.
To just have a peaceful life. In pursuit of a
close
peaceful
the door
life.
As you're talking. Yeah.
Okay. My gosh, how far is your door?
Right. Yes. Anyway.
So I was saying, like, yeah, your peaceful self, like what you're saying, like just achieving that peace within oneself, to say I did what I could.
Yeah.
When I was then able to do better. But whether it was received or not, that's something totally different. But I still just if you ever come across this Insta Live and I hurt you, I am so sorry.
I know.
I am so sorry.
Exactly. No, it's important.
Call me.
Yeah. And you know what? As we say that, it now, I mean, I'm just thinking about the two girls, the Moana and what was the other girl's name? And
Alichia.
Alicia. And I don't know how old they were. Do you know?
One was 26. I'm not sure how. Moana was 26, I think. Alichia, I'm not sure how old she was. But I think they were below 30.
And you know, that's really just gets me to just the idea of, you know, having compassion, because people, and I don't want to call it maturing, because I don't know these girls. They had a life that they chose. But I believe if you live long enough, what you will start to make sense of things that you didn't make sense of before. So not to excuse, because who am I to excuse anything? But sometimes people just need to grow. Yeah, we just need to grow up, because there are thousands of people who have have the same choices, have the same what, for whatever reason, their lives ended on Sunday. But yeah, but there are thousands of other people who did the same thing on the same day. Who will have, and and who, I mean, and we did our own things when we did our own things. And when you have the advantage of time and you get a second chance, that's why I really now believe in the another day is a gift. I get it. I'm slowly starting to get it. I think I got it when I got really sick this year. I thought I had COVID, which I didn't have, but that scared me to death. Literally.
Oh, hi, Faye. Hi, Kwambe, too.
So it scared me half to death. And I started to realize, no, for sure, an extra day is a gift. Absolutely. You don't just happen to, you know, you've been given that extra day, so live that day in the best way you know how, and with the purpose that you have chosen, or at least are choosing, because purpose grows up day by day, and you get clearer the more time you have on earth.
You get clarity.
Yeah, and
true.
Everyone has their own time to find their clarity, whatever that means to you. Yes, and the peace you want to have. I mean, it's like when we were texting yesterday, and I texted you, my life is my message. That's a quotation from Gandhi. He was asked once in an interview, what do you have to tell the world, you know? And then he said, my life is my message. That's it. But that is not for every. Yeah, some people are not in the public eye. Some people are. Some people do good deeds. Some people don't. But I really believe the longer you have, the more likely you are to hone in on what God has intended for you here on this earth. Yeah, not what you intend. Yeah, because that's a different story. What you intend, you do it, and it will pass. But what
you may do it, or you may not.
Yeah, exactly. So for these young people who have just gone and who made their choices, like every one of us make choices, it's really unfortunate that they didn't have longer to go. You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's also maybe is the time that they went. I mean, we can't really answer all that, but I think you get what I'm trying to say.
No, I hear you. Like, wisdom does come, it seems like, with age. There's some who quickly get it. I know when I was in uni, there's a girl, even today, I'm just like, how did she come out unscathed? You know what I mean? Like, like from where I'm standing, and I look at her life, and I'm like, she really made it, you know, with no, it didn't feel like she had extra baggage. It didn't feel like she had things she wanted to destroy. She didn't, you know, she didn't burn bridges. She, you know, she came out well. And I always wonder, like, that type of wisdom, how do you get that so early on in your life that you can live your full life, knowing exactly what your full life, not living your mistakes on the way to a full life. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like she really had a full life. She was having a full life, and she's continuing to. And
she had already passed or had some epiphany of sorts.
whilst I was trying to figure out myself and, you know, do the maths of how to come out of this thing, I like just college years.
Yes.
It looked like she was doing it, you know. But then that's another thing. It's what we see of other people that we believe.
Yeah.
But not necessarily what we know of them.
No, that's right. But there are people who have an aura of, you know, everything is okay, it's already done, you know. They are complete in the moment that they are in. Yeah. And then they are like, I think you and me are like, we, in that way that you're still fumbling to figure yourself out half the time. But now, like you're saying, you're finding that clarity that I think it's a lot of it has to do with making peace with your mistakes and peace with your past so that you can actually move forward. Rather than, so, because I think a lot of the time you're trying to make sense of your current future. Either one is my immaturity, I think. It's just pure lack of maturity. You just haven't grown up enough to take on these challenges that you're feeling. Because some people do mature faster than others. And you'll find 2 first years in a totally different year. With a totally different perspective. So some of us are like behind in maturity, whether it's a brain maturity, emotional maturity, whatever it is. So that's one thing I have learned very quickly to accept and forgive myself for. Because I was one of those, I'm a delayed action kind of girl. I grow slowly. Then there are those who are just there. So I would always try to catch up to my friends, but not knowing, I just can't. You can't push that kind of development. It comes when it comes. And when it comes, you're like, you know, you're now in halo mode, you know. Yeah.
That's
so
true.
That friend of yours, I think, her age, and you know, 6 months in the same year, age range is a lot, especially with kids. But after 25 towards 30, you start, things flow. You start to make sense. You start to say, no, I'm not going to do that.
That's true. It makes sense if you put it that way, because I know for my emotional part, I think that has taken me the longest. Although, I don't know, like, anyway, the emotional part about it, I think I went from, so sensitive, then to trying to be stoic about everything, like gangster, I don't care. And then now I'm like, you know what? It's okay. I can feel this. I can feel that. Permission to feel everything and to react responsibly. I'm trying to react better now to what I feel, but I'm allowing myself to feel now.
Okay.
So
yeah,
that's a new thing.
Yeah. No, I feel too much. So I'm allowing myself to feel, but to find a way out of it quickly, because I can stay in that space for a very long time. And I used to think that was a good thing. So I would sit with my emotions, you know, that sit with you forever, thinking, no, it's part of the process. It's part of the process. When in actual fact, I need to let go and know that it has already done its work on me and it needs to go. So So for me, what helped in terms of trying to find my space in terms of growing up and choosing my future was literally just saying, create more of a routine around my emotions. That sounds weird, but that's true. How?
Tell me how.
So one, I had to set a routine because I'm not a very me. I'm a moment. I used to be a moment to moment, but now I realize I need a lot more structure.
Okay.
Because yeah, I guess in our family unit, mom and kids, we're very easygoing. We go with the flow. We're the go with the flow kind of people,
Mm.
and which is good, very good, because life is easy and it should be good, and that's how I have my thought processes. However, but because I then was very overwhelmed with emotions and struggling to deal with them before, because again I matured later than my friends did. I realized no, I actually need structure. I need literally a routine in the day that is covered, so that I don't sit with my emotions for too long and then start to wonder about things that didn't work out or that I cannot do or that I may not be able to manage and get overwhelmed. So I work as I am doing my work and I'm having my emotions at the same time, but I refocus. So I'm doing a lot of mindfulness. That's another thing. But yeah,
Mm.
yeah, because my emotions overwhelm
It's
me
okay.
too much. Yes. So,
I used to do poetry.
oh yeah.
I used to write poetry, like, it was a way of venting.
Mm.
Maybe that's why. So that's where I used to quickly go and jot, like, even at work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my previous employers, you don't know this, but if you annoyed me, the rest of the days, trust me, I'm going to write about 3 or 4 poems. I'm not going to be doing anything else.
But that's good. That at least you release it in some way. And I think that's what I
Yeah.
think that makes more sense because for me that's what I'm doing now is release it in some way, which is write a lot, which is exercise a lot, which is talk to somebody about it, which is read
Yeah.
and sit and make sense of it. And making sense of it, like for you, was through poetry. So I make sense of it through my writing and through those are the methods because emotions are good. They're good. I think they're good, period. You just have to know how to manage them.
Mm, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But one other
So,
thing I wanted to add
how do
about emotions before you go on is one thing about us as women, even men specifically, um, you we tend to experience or let out the emotion that was preferenced in our childhood. So if we are not good at feeling negative emotions and blocking them out, you will block them and you block both happy and sad emotions. You don't just block one, you block everything. Yeah,
Mm.
that's why some people struggle with really feeling and being in that space. So I just wanted to say that as you go on.
As you said that, it made me think of some people that I know very closely. Yeah, because like I said, like when you feel a lot, you expect the same back from other people.
Mm.
And then you get some who try, to join you, and then there's some who are like, nothing.
Mm.
Zero happy, zero sad.
Because you can't
Just
numb
nothing.
one. You can't, even if you want to. You
Yeah.
numb one, you numb all.
And then when you try, or when they try, sometimes it doesn't feel genuine, and then they stop because they feel they're betraying themselves because it's not a normal response for them.
Because it's their
Yeah,
label.
that's very interesting.
Yeah, because it
Yeah.
becomes your label. But you work with your emotions. I mean, I think they are wonderful things. When you can feel and feel completely, it's good. Whichever one you
Mm.
feel. If it's happiness, feel it completely. If it's sadness, feel it completely and move on to the next. Because moment to
I'm
moment, you are feeling
trying.
something. Every moment of your day, you are feeling something.
Mm.
But the good
Like,
thing
but
about
sorry.
living in finding yourself and in uncovering your purpose is your instinct is probably the one that will tell you where to go, which direction to take. Because when it doesn't feel right, it usually isn't right. That's how I think. If it feels right, it's probably right. Yeah.
That's true. Like for now, hey, with the social media aspect of our lives, sometimes you feel like, especially because of what happened this weekend, you feel things for a lot longer as long as they're being broadcasted. Because if you think about last week, how people were holding their breaths for America's election.
I know, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Like I was one of them. Like until I was just like, you know what, tonight I'm sleeping. and then now what's happened this weekend, news keeps coming in. So it's like, even before, it could have been something that you were just like, oh, I'm not going to pay too much attention to. But because it keeps coming in your face, every day, every platform you're on, you keep seeing these images, you keep hearing
you're attached to
stories.
it.
Now I'm involved. Now I'm like, I would have rather that's not. But I'm also learning.
Yeah.
I'm also learning because of this tragedy, how important each of us are to the fabric of this earth. We are all so relevant, irrespective of what others thought about you or your own actions. We are critical. We are not here like just for display. You know what I mean? Like, we are there to actually live this life in the way we're going to live it. It doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter what, it doesn't matter if they judge us, it doesn't matter if they don't. But just living this life means that you've just made a dent. It's like that butterfly effect movie. I don't know, you watched it. Like, we are important to this earth, to the people on this earth, no matter what.
And that's true.
So
and in terms of, people who study these energy fields and whatnot, they say that besides making a mark, we are all connected. We are really all connected. Just like people don't actually realize the extent to which we are. And we are the company we keep, we are what we ingest, we are what we take in. So just as much as all those people are on social media showing their lives, we were invested in their lives. As long as you're following them, as long as you are reading their stories, you can't somehow, that thing, there's a circle, there's something, a thread, an invisible thread that ties us all together. And again, then it takes you back to the choices you make. You are the choices you make. Yeah, you are what you take in. Like now, Richard has been off all internet, not just besides email, literally besides email. He's off until January because you need to detox. You need to, if you want to be yourself and be in your own space, you need to be in your own space.
Yeah, you have to get to know yourself again outside of everything. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, we are all connected in one way or another. Those very people, it's just unfortunate that how we choose to ignore certain things and believe otherwise, like the Trumps of the world who separate themselves from others and such. It's really unfortunate. But your life is your message. Your life is what you do. Who you are, that's what we see. And the more you are like that, the more you separate from yourself, the less the world becomes a better place, for sure. Yeah.
Say that again?
I said the more you separate from people, the more you believe you are your own person, the less the world is a better place. Yeah.
That's important. That's deep.
Yeah, because we can't think we're all separate and different. We're not. What makes you different? We are just the same as all those people, as the Sunday crew. We are the same as them in one way or another.
Yeah.
We may just not show it as much.
Yeah, exactly. No,
but
haven't
But
always
that's it.
lived
That's it.
our
Just
lives.
live the life that you want to.
Oh, it had a lag for a minute there, and I wasn't sure what you were saying.
You're lagging again,
But yeah.
but okay. Mm-hmm.
So with you, I want to ask you, like, in terms of your purpose, what would you say your purpose is? I don't think I asked you.
You are lagging again. I don't know what to say today. Both our networks are acting up. Both our networks are acting up. But yeah, so
What?
yeah, I think because we've actually reached our time.
Oh,
But
that was
what
too
last
quick.
words do you want to say?
Oh.
I know.
Can you imagine the
Mm,
fact that what are your last words?
gosh.
I don't know. Like, you see, I want to stop feeling all of this that's going on so I can now start thinking properly, but it's hard. Like, you
Yeah.
won't always get a chance
Mm,
to have your last words. So, like what you're saying, live your life according to what you want your last words to be. You know, you will make
mm,
mistakes,
mm.
you'll make wonderful gestures, but just keep trying, keep trying and just keep trying. And don't knock anyone else for trying differently because that's already your time being wasted. Because now you're trying to change someone
Mm.
else's life when you're not even sure if yours is right or not.
Yeah.
So inspire, influence, but ultimately just live. Live like you would want your last word to be,
Mm.
I think. So sad. Shame.
Yeah, I mean, just the same as
And
me. It's
you?
just do what you need to do. You do it. Don't ask anyone. Don't. I mean, the more you ask, the less you know what to do, I think. And it's okay to ask and to find out what other people are thinking and doing on social media and this and that and the other. But
Mm-hmm.
do. And the best way to do is to be silent so that you can hear the voice that's within you and the voice of God. For me, I call it the voice of God, and you'll hear it, and it will tell you what is the right step to take in your living your purpose, in your living your life every day. It definitely will.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to be in a space where you can, and a space of no desperation, and a space where you say, I surrender to my journey. I need to figure that out and just do it silently. I think the less you talk and the more you do, the better off you'll be.
Yeah. And as
Yeah.
you were speaking, just
Yeah.
quickly, as you were speaking, something like just came to me, like your purpose ultimately transcends your life. It's
Mm.
not about the number of days you've had here.
Mm.
Your purpose goes beyond that. So,
Okay.
do with that what
I
you
think
may.
so.
But I know
Yeah.
for me, because of that, woo, there's a lot of stuff that I need to get done in my life, like in
Mm.
the physical sense,
And just
in
get
the
on doing it.
financial
Hey,
sense,
that's
but
it. Yeah.
emotional because it's beyond what I am today. I'm going to
Yeah.
leave this for my children. I'm going to leave this for my
Mm.
great grandchildren. Who are they going to know me as? You know,
That's true.
things like that.
Yeah.
Like it's beyond just today.
True. And
Woo!
what I will say to that is for sure we see it in the legacies of those who have gone before us. That it
Mm,
continues. It continues and continues and continues and continues. So but the key is to do it fully 100% while you're here. Don't
Yeah.
die old, die empty. That's the goal of life. Awesome. Yeah. Go to the cemetery, disappoint the graveyard. No, that's so true. Do everything you want to do, always.
Mm.
And just find the courage to
Deuteronomy.
not even find, yeah.
No, I was saying Deuteronomy
I was
says
saying,
you can do everything. Everything is allowable, but not everything is good for you.
no, true.
You can do everything, but not everything is good for you. But you
Okay.
can still
No
do them.
problem, Nikki. Thanks, though. Yeah. No, you can't do, I mean, you do everything within, not within limits. I don't want to put the word limit. I think you do everything within your space because the space you occupy and the extra space, fill that space. Feel it, 100% feel it. And your legacy will be felt beyond. But what you need to do, what I feel is just in this moment, I'm going to do 100%. I'm going to be mindful of what I'm doing right now with my daughter, with my friend, with Tendai, I'm gonna sit outside in the sun and just sit here. I'm going to love this person. I'm going to fight to get a solution. I'm going to work hard on this paper and achieve it and put all my 100% into this moment. So I'm starting to get that. It's what people talk about these things all the time, but I'm living it and I'm wanting to live it every single day. When I write a paper for school, I will write that paper. I will write out of that paper. I started it when I see with my writing on the blog, I was trying to write to keep a deadline as opposed to write what matters. So now I take my time. I literally sit with it and I want it has to have impact. It's not worth it if it doesn't have impact. And it must feel 100%. So now I'm doing that slowly to find that space where I can sit and literally watch TV. Literally talk to Tendai. Literally drive to work. Do homework with Chichi. Talk to my daughter when she calls. Talk to my sister. Talk to my brother. Even if I'm crying and I miss mom, I'm just it's that for me. It's that moment. Of course, we don't always live in that. Sometimes you're always helter skelter, but but that's life. And if I am not to wake up, God forbid, not now, but if I am not, then I'm gone. I did everything I needed to do.
I did as much as I could.
Yeah. I did more than enough. I don't want to do as much as I could. I want to do everything. Everything.
You want to go empty.
Everything. I want to go empty.
Yeah.
Look at Genius. Even if we're talking about Genius, he did everything. That guy is God. I mean, everyone else is in shock and in going through the social. He's God. And he did everything that he wanted to with whatever space he wanted to occupy on this earth. He sure occupied it.
Yeah, look at us.
Yeah, and it's not for us to judge what he did. Of course, we will talk and we will point out things. But because that's who we are gossiping people. That's our nature, and I have no problem with that. I mean, it's not good to talk.
We're curious people.
We're curious people.
I think gossip is different.
Okay,
I think we're curious people.
Because we will share it here anyway. So.
Gossiping is different.
Yeah. Do everything. Like that's my last. Actually, now I think that is my last word. Do everything you want me to do, and let it. But for me, your answer is the radiance of God, because as long as you have a guiding principle, you will do the everything right. So
go forth and conquer this
I go forth and conquer, sure. Well, we must live. We must live. 100%.
You know, when Jesus says to the handicapped man, and he goes, "Pick up your mat and go." Like I feel like that most of the time. Like it's literally like, pick up your mat and go, bruh. Like go.
Yeah, go.
Who's telling you?
I get that.
Wednesday, like you're saying. Go.
Yeah.
Do everything. Yeah, because I mean, the grace that you have been given to live this life, like it's so much.
Yeah, take your space. And then we occupy such small spaces when we could do so much more. I mean it.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. So whatever I do, go with it, do it, build it, whatever, and do it silently. It's in the works. It's in your works. It's nothing else. Don't just talk. Do it. Yeah.
I think that's the truth.
I remember someone said, if you have something really important, really you know that this thing is really important to you and you must do it, tell it to someone, only those you trust. Do not entrust people who just really couldn't be bothered, or just don't put, that is something that is deep within you. That is something that probably God has planted for you. Entrust it to people who matter to you. Who
won't throw it back in your face.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even if you, or if you have to, then make sure you are free within your sharing it, and such that it can go where it needs to go. Let it go. Yeah. Yeah.
It's giving me a lot to think about.
Yeah, me too.
I'll make my bed now.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like a day. Oh, there's this song we were listening to. I hope you get to listen. It's like Amazing Grace by L27, though. It's a version by L27.
Okay.
I'm not promoting nothing. It's just something that was playing in the car today. It resonated with my spirit so much. Like, how amazing is the grace, really, guys?
Yeah.
Like what you're saying, if you were doing so small things, small, we are writing papers, but only to hand in assignments just to feel a quota, but not to be experts at that assignment.
I know, like we were laughing yesterday with Richard about, I mean, my classes are so intense. Yeah, I'm doing a master's. It's like, yeah, you must become a master from the day one of the class.
Exactly.
Don't wait to get the degree. Chitova master must be, it says it's a master's for a reason. You're mastering an art. So master your craft.
And when they give you that master's,
I mean, I've mastered for sure.
Hey. I am
really done the work.
Unfortunately, there's too few things in life that we actually get credited for.
Then even sometimes you look to other people to the next level, like you did. Then you now PhD that you do that thing.
Yeah, PhD that thing. Yeah. If it's selling tomatoes, PhD the selling of that tomato. If it's
everything.
Staying at home,
do it.
PhD that stuff.
It is nice, exactly. I mean, it's so nice when you just literally just do something in its entirety. No matter how small it is, do it.
It's not small.
And that's for me my principle in terms of, whatever it is, even the steps that I'm taking, the whatever. I mean, now from what we've talked about, I mean, now it's brought me to that. It's helped me to see for sure that it's a moment-to-moment thing. Purpose is not something great. It's my now that I am going to put 100% in. And then tomorrow, the same. Tomorrow, the same. And then if one day is not good, it's okay. But tomorrow I'll pick up again. I'm not going to get tired. I'll wait. If it's a whole week that I have to take a break, it's fine. Then the next week, again.
God rested.
Yeah.
On the seventh day, he rested.
Amen.
Right?
Exactly. Yeah. So your life And for me, I love that quotation by Gandhi. My life is my message every single day. And that's what my kids see. That's what my friends see. It's what you see. So what am what am I doing? What do I want to be seen for? What do I want to be known for? Not just for myself, but for other people. We live in community. We answer to people. Yeah. We are very much answerable to others, whether we like it or not. Yeah.
You've given me a lot to think about. Because I'm even thinking, like, for my kids, mommy is like this. Mommy's not always consistent in her approach, but I try.
Yeah. No, that's good.
But yeah.
No, you do your best.
A lot to think about.
You do your best.
Yeah.
And the older you get, and for me, that was the point I was trying to make with this. If you have more years, you will be able. I remember Michelle Obama on her talk, one of her talks with Oprah. She says, "I wish more." It's a different story. If your marriage just doesn't work from day one, that's a different story. But if you could live long enough to have a marriage beyond 20 years, you will see the beauty of marriage. But you have to have a partner who wants to work with you, of course. But I understood that some of the times it's just the pain of growing up together. But there's a point in which you will start to cruise, but it takes a long time to get there. Yo, my goodness. Yeah. So, similarly with life, you will start to enjoy the fruits of your living later. Like you said about your friends in uni, you were trying to figure things out and they have already figured it out. It's different strokes for different folks. Yeah. But I do believe that. That's why they say life begins at 40. I get it now. Because your mind clears up of the clutter. Yeah.
Of the trial and the errors now you're doing. I see
Yes. Yeah.
I see it, my friend.
Anyway, this
Thank
was
you so much
awesome.
for shining your light on my side of the world.
Thank you for shining yours on my. This is good. Our COVID has been made much easier because of this. We have something to look forward to every 2 weeks, and to know that we're going to be talking and sharing, and it's awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah. So we are going to download this, and it will be on the feed, and catch you in 2 weeks. Today was a bit of the first part. Anyway, we are going to put this one on because our networks were not very good today. So, yeah. Thank you, Nikiwe. Thank you. Who else is on now?
There was Wadzi.
Thank you, Wadzi. Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody. See you again in 2 weeks. Ciao, ciao.
Have a good afternoon.
Have a good afternoon. All right.
Bye.
Bye.